We got to check in with our friends from Search. I have Marsha with us this morning. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good.
So
Can't
we got
complain.
you. I know. Nobody ever listens when I do anyway.
I'm ready for Christmas.
Are you ready?
I love Christmas.
Well, that's kind of one of the reasons we've got you in here. You know, we have you guys come in each month and talk about the different things that that the Search program offers to the community and through the health department and the other 12 counties that you guys are a part of as well. But want to talk a little bit this month about some of the things that happen as we move into the winter season and different things. There's still a lot of people that need help.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about some of that stuff. So
yeah, one of our big problems here in Southeast Ohio is the homeless population, and we are getting some counties like in Gallia. They're going to build a new homeless shelter. Ross County is, but we really need one here in Jackson.
Okay.
It's getting harder and harder when I get clients come in that are just, in the park. There's no place to send them,
right.
Especially in bad weather.
Right.
And so I sort of am trying to advocate to get some kind of an emergency homeless shelter.
Okay.
We do have a few shelters around, but not for anything that, they would really need.
Right.
So I'll probably talk a little bit more with Jennifer about some of the issues that's come up, but yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of times, I mean, there are a lot of those places, like we can send people to a temporary shelter,
right.
And there are several of them around, I think like in Gallipolis or Southern Ohio and Chillicothe, but a lot of times they have certain requirements or they wind themselves up full, and oftentimes, especially if you have people that are coming through that are transients or they're repeat people, if you will.
Right.
We tend to run into situations where even churches aren't able to help out anymore because you've already put them up in a hotel and they're now no longer on that. They're now on that do not rent to list, and so they can't get in. So there's issues there. So so obviously this is in the very beginning stages, and I know there's been discussions about trying to find some type of a shelter facility or something like that in the future. What is it that we can do?
Well, I think advocate for it. Okay. I'd like to, I know there's the Jackson County Homeless Shelter Committee. Excuse me. I'd like to maybe, talk with them as well.
Okay.
I've talked to the health commissioner, and I'm meeting with some folks in Athens that has the emergency homeless shelter there. And, just start getting the ball rolling, plant the seed, I suppose.
Yeah, there's always, because people get misconceptions of what, they think of homeless population and think immediately that it's, it's nothing but a bunch of pedophiles and drug dealers. And so that's not, that's not always the case. I mean, you have families
a lot of them that I've come across too are vets.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And, if they've had medical bills and they, they can't pay them, and then they can't pay their rent, and then they get kicked out. Then it's hard to get them in a place. Yeah,
and it's kind of an ongoing thing. And a lot of times, in most places, even jobs and different things like that require you to have, a permanent residence or IDs and that type of stuff, and you can't get any of the things that you need without that. So,
that's one of the big issues I've had. Because you can't get mail to them. And they are helping them with their IDs or anything like that. If they don't have a permanent residence, you just can't get the documents and things they need.
All right, well, keep your ears out, folks, and be thinking about ways that you can be involved. You can contact Marsha and talk with her if you have any questions or you want to be a part of that, and encourage you again to just kind of, as she said, be an advocate for that. So, and also join us in the studio, we have Josie Rader, and Josie's here to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that's coming up over the next few days. What you got?
Yes, hi. Well, tonight we have the sidewalk market, along with the cookie walk, which is super exciting. So downtown Jackson is going to be on fire from 4 to 8. We also have the yesteryear happening. So I feel like tonight is definitely going to be a Christmas night. So if you're looking for anything to get involved in, it's going to be. And if you need to do last minute shopping. And then we have the Hot Cocoa 5K coming up on Saturday. We would love to make this an annual thing. We're partnering with Iron City Barbell for that, and a few other businesses in town, like the Spot on Main. They're going to have hot cocoa for everybody, and then the Treatery is going to have a donut for everyone. So it's like motivation to get the 5K in.
Get out and walk the 5K, and then finish off what you just did with the donuts.
That's right.
Hot cookies. So anything you burnt, you just got back plus some. So awesome.
And that's also going to be a drop location for the Gear Grinders toy drive that we're doing. We're helping to facilitate that. We have 604 kids that need assistance this year. So
and there's still some tags out there. I know I stopped by
tags
yesterday and picked up some for our family
Yes.
to do. So, and again, locations, I've taught, Malleyway only had two tags left after we were done. And
I
then
know Beals had some, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Fab D is bringing her extra tags back to the studio.
Okay.
So we're going to try to distribute those again. We're going to try to figure out.
Okay.
We're making sure everybody gets what they need.
Yep, absolutely. So look for those tags if you haven't picked up one. A great way to help a family or a kid this season. If you got a little extra money or even just a little bit extra that you can donate, they'd love to have that to help. So get out and support the community and help out those in need. And let's continue to make this holiday season one of the best as many ways as we can. Thanks for stopping in this morning, ladies.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate it. And they're both going to jump over on Main Street TV next. If you want to follow a little bit more along, you can follow on the Main Street TV Facebook page and then later on YouTube as well. We got more coming up. Stick with us. Just getting started. Again, your chance to win here on Mix 96 FM.